If you're living with dry degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable.
Okay, it's a holiday today. It's a holiday today.
You can do to
Slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow
It's a holiday today.
Izervay or vancomycin PAPA is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today. Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Make yourself known now. 831 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is great.
Real problems
Why are you hiding?
and real solutions.
My daughter is dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 2 on WSFA 12 News.
Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
And Jeff Parenko with Chappie's Deli. And Gigi's Cupcake.
Gigi cupcakes are so good.
And Gigi's is right inside the front door at Chappie's Deli Pepper Tree.
Decorated good. Some are even gooey.
Wait. Mike. Gooey?
It's Laura Baranco Feely.
Hi, Laura. What's wrong with decorated food and gooey?
They are each handcrafted works of art, like Gigi's wedding cake, classic vanilla
And
cake,
all are fresh baked daily in our new bakery.
cookies and cream puffs, double cream filled chocolate cake and Oreos, and strawberry shortcake with real strawberries and
Order
strawberry
online at Chappie's Deli Pepper Tree or Gigi's app. Or just walk in and grab one, 6 or a dozen.
and midnight magic, dark chocolate puppets.
Laura, are you still going? Come visit Gigi's Cupcakes inside Chappie's Deli at Pepper Tree and Prattville.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by LifeLock. Every 3 seconds, there's a new victim of identity theft in the U.S. This Cybersecurity Awareness Month, get LifeLock for comprehensive identity theft protection. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious activity of your personal information. Start your 30-day free trial at lifelock.com/cybersafety.
After a warm weekend, things are cooling off a bit as we head into this upcoming work week. Now, a cold front's passing through the state of Alabama today, so there are some upper 70s and there are also some low and mid 80s. But as that drier, cooler air passes through our area, most of you are back down to the low 50s by Monday night. Highs are only in the 70s starting Tuesday, and they stay that way for the remainder of the work week. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The good news continues on this Monday, Columbus Day. No major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving smoothly. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. High school students jumpstart your college career with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Trenton State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Enroll today at trentonstate.edu/dual enrollment. Buckle up, front and back. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning. I'm Jed Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Monday. A jury is now in place and the trial set to begin Tuesday for a man accused of murdering a top law enforcement officer. The jury was seated Friday in the William Chase Johnson murder trial. He's accused of shooting and killing Lowndes County Sheriff Big John Williams 5 years ago. Johnson is pleading not guilty. Opening statement set to begin tomorrow. Well, this could impact your commute this week in the Pike Road area. There are 2 new roundabouts going in. The roundabouts will be installed at the intersections of State Route 126 at Highway 80 and another on Marlar Road at Highway 80. That's just off exit 16. After a decade of service, Montgomery's top prosecutor, District Attorney Dale Bailey, is ready to retire. He began his time with the Montgomery County DA's office back in 1994 and served under then DA Ellen Brooks. We expect to hear from him later this week about his decision to step down. That's your news on this Monday. I'm Judd Davis for WSFA 12 News.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pegol is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Hey, y'all, this is the Capital Oyster Bar over here on that beautiful Alabama River where we have a good time. I'm telling you, this Sunday afternoon, just jump to the good time. Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, there's E.G. Kites in town. That's right, E.G.'s here. A great show, singer, songwriter, guitar player. Check it all out at CapitalOysterBar.com, our Facebook page. You'll see a menu, map how to get here. We got the RV park. We got pontoon boats for rental too on this beautiful day. So get down here soon, come hungry. Remember, showtime 4 o'clock Sunday from this E.G. Kite Trio.
Summer's here. Temperatures are soaring, and unfortunately, so is the risk of developing skin cancer. The sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can damage your skin if it's not protected properly. So when you're out in the sun this summer, make sure to wear your protective clothing, like hats and long sleeves, and repeatedly reapply sunscreen.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart
It must be Monday.
because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
Here's the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again, if you can. Because it's one more day, one more. You're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Welcome in on this Columbus Day celebration. I don't know why we're celebrating it, but okay, I go along with it. But what's more important than Columbus Day, it is another day that you're on top of the ground. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective. I'll give you a new one. But either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. It is October the 12th, 2024. Today's daily bread is simply entitled In Harm's Way. Our scripture insight today comes from Acts 17:16 through 34. But let's start it off with Acts 17:34, which reads, some of the people became followers of Paul and believed. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, good morning. It is October the 12th. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that will never, ever come again. You don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back to undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, October the 12th, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, charity, and love of God, we may, I am not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, for whom you can, while you can, until you can't. Because somewhere along your life journey, your life travel, someone did the same thing for you. They gave you a heart to depend on, a shoulder to lean on, a smile to help warm your day, and a hand to pick you up when you fail. You can do no better. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live your life, you'll always be successful. Because you never are a failure until you quit. Which they give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never give up. Because quitters will never win. And winners may lose a thing or two, but they never quit. Don't ever, ever give up, because quitters don't win, and winners never quit. And no matter what happens to you this day, it is still a fantastic day, a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. In harm's way. That's our daily bread for the day. We'll be back.
Welcome to this daily encouragement from the Our Daily Bread devotional. Our meditation titled Simple Acts of Kindness was written by Allison Kita. When my mom was in hospice and nearing her last days on earth, I was touched by the genuine kindness of a nursing home caregiver. After gently lifting my frail mother from her chair and tucking her into bed, the nursing assistant caressed Mom's head while leaning over her to say,
Okay. Let's start that over. I got the wrong one. Now here is the right one. Good morning. It's Monday.
It's time for today's word of encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Today's devotional, titled In Harm's Way, was written by Arthur Jackson. On my morning walk, I noticed that a vehicle was stopped in the road headed in the wrong direction. The driver was unaware of the danger to herself and others because she was asleep and appeared to be under the influence of alcohol. The situation was perilous, and I had to act. After getting her alert enough to move her to the passenger side of the car so that I could get into the driver's seat, I drove her to a safe place. Physical danger isn't the only harm we face. In the book of Acts, when Paul saw worldly-wise, clever people in Athens in spiritual peril because the city was full of idols, he was greatly distressed. The apostles' innate response to those who flirted with ideas that failed to consider Christ was to share about God's purposes in and through Jesus. And some who heard believed. Seeking ultimate meaning apart from faith in Christ is dangerous. Those who have found forgiveness and true fulfillment in Jesus have been rescued from dead-end pursuits and have been given the message of reconciliation. Sharing the good news of Jesus with those under the intoxicating influences of this life is still the means God uses to snatch people from harm's way. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Acts chapter 17, verses 16 through 34. While Paul was waiting for them in Athens, he was greatly distressed to see that the city was full of idols. So he reasoned in the synagogue with both Jews and God-fearing Greeks, as well as in the marketplace day by day with those who happened to be there. A group of Epicurean and Stoic philosophers began to debate with him. Some of them asked, "What is this babbler trying to say?" Others remarked, "He seems to be advocating foreign gods." They said this because Paul was preaching the good news about Jesus and the resurrection. Then they took him and brought him to a meeting of the Areopagus, where they said to him, "May we know what this new teaching is that you are presenting? You are bringing some strange ideas to our ears, and we would like to know what they mean." All the Athenians and the foreigners who lived there spent their time doing nothing but talking about and listening to the latest ideas. Paul then stood up in the meeting of the Areopagus and said, "People of Athens, I see that in every way you are very religious. For as I walked around and looked carefully at your objects of worship, I even found an altar with this inscription, 'To an unknown God.' So you are ignorant of the very thing you worship, and this is what I am going to proclaim to you. The God who made the world and everything in it is the Lord of heaven and earth and does not live in temples built by human hands. And he is not served by human hands as if he needed anything. Rather, he himself gives everyone life, breath, and everything else. From one man he made all the nations, that they should inhabit the whole earth. And he marked out their appointed times in history and the boundaries of their lands. God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from any one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being. As some of your own poets have said, we are his offspring. Therefore, since we are God's offspring, we should not think that the divine being is like gold or silver or stone, an image made by human design and skill. In the past, God overlooked such ignorance, but now he commands all people everywhere to repent. For he has set a day when he will judge the world with justice by the man he has appointed. He has given proof of this to everyone by raising him from the dead. When they heard about the resurrection of the dead, some of them sneered, but others said, "We want to hear you again on this subject." At that, Paul left the council. Some of the people became followers of Paul and believed. Among them was Dionysius, a member of the Areopagus, also a woman named Damaris, and a number of others. Would you pray with me? Heavenly Father, thank you for rescuing us from the spiritual harm of our own sin. Would you please use us to help others who cannot see that they're in danger? Grant us the wisdom and compassion to guide them towards your light. Empower us to be beacons of your love and truth. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thank you so much for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Okay, I got the day wrong. Sorry about that, but it was still a good word, no matter what the day was wrong or not. All right? It's good to be here no matter what today. I'll correct that tomorrow, though. Anyway, time for a little PT. I know it's a holiday and nobody. Okay. All right. Okay. We're not doing PT. Okay, well, we might as well go ahead and finish it now since we started it. All right, let's get it.
Work, that's what you say. Work,
Okay, it's not a holiday for everybody. Hard work, work. Go to work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh yeah. Oh, let's get it done. Get it done. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. It's actually October the 14th. Just thought I'd let you know. Morning rain. That's what they say. Hard work. I do it for play. Come on. It's a Monday. Hard work, work. Sit them on down. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh, what a great day for our parachute jump. Come on now. The ceiling is high and the clouds are higher. Come on now. All right now, let us pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States. It is a great day to be a paratrooper, even an old one. That's better than being a dead, not being one. Anyway, good morning to you as we pay homage to the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And the Marine Corps. Did I put the Marine Corps down? Yeah, those guys too. Yeah, they got a great looking uniform. Good morning to you. And good morning to Montgomery Police Department and to the Montgomery Sanitation Department and to His Honor, the mayor who showed up last week. Surprised me, but he did. He did show up. So now they promised to come at least once a month or so. So we're going to see how that's going to work out for him. I know it's tough coming up here, but my folks are kind of nasty sometimes. But they're good people. They're good people. The United States Navy. The United States Air Force. And notice I'm bringing it up because this is an Air Force town. So Maxwell and Gunner. Good morning. I know they're not up. They don't even get up. They don't even get up this early when it's not a holiday. And last but certainly not least, their motto is Semper Fidelis. But they couldn't pronounce that. So they just cut it short, made it Semper Fi. Too many syllables confused the Marines. But we still love them. We still love them. Don't get me wrong. We did. Semper Fi, Marines, Semper Fi. Don't y'all feel guilty about laying in the bed this morning? I mean, really, don't you feel a little bit guilty? Get enough holiday days off. Next month's Thanksgiving, then Christmas, then come on to work, man. I got to figure out how to put that camera in here so people not looking at my back. All right. Good morning. Okay, now you realize that it is Monday, so we and since it is holiday and all, we're gonna play some little motivational thing here, right? It's only like 11 minutes or something like that. Yeah. Okay, 12 minutes. But I think this is good. This is a good way to start off your week. Because tomorrow you'll be back at work and you want to cuss people out and all that kind of thing, get mad at people all over again. So, but not if you listen to this. It's going to change your perspective on a lot of things. Okay. So we'll be back right after this little message thing here. And I couldn't find a student of the week. I guess the Montgomery advertisers off. So I don't have that today, but I should have it tomorrow. Good Lord says the same. So hang loose. We'll be back.
You've heard the words since you were in Sunday school. You have heard these professors remind you of them both in words of warning as well as words of encouragement, and maybe even a few testimonies. A counselor, a friend, a minister of music, whatever capacity you'll serve in, on mission field or here at home, you'll use these two words. And they are trust God. Two single syllable words that you have heard forever, but you will discover as time passes how difficult they are to obey. Trust God. Of course, I have no way of knowing what the future holds for you. You may lose your home and everything in a fire. You may lose your spouse to an early disease.
Tommy Fields, remember Tommy used to work here? He's going to come on today and talk about the Joy to Life walk this weekend. Oh, and you're going to be down there anyway. You're in your remote.
Dreams, okay.
So he'll be here.
You may lose a
You're not doing a
relationship
remote for him. You're doing it for veterans, whatever. But
over the years.
probably he'll probably be here on time. So probably about 8-ish.
Whatever. I mean, like I got a room full of people here.
Hey, sometimes you do.
Yeah, sometimes.
You're in the room only.
With the words of Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. I know. You memorized them in vacation Bible school or when you were growing up at the knee of a godly mother and or father, and your lips will move as I quote them. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. All your heart, all your ways, trust. Trust. Now, we have a problem with this because of several things. First of all, we are too blamed self-sufficient. We have learned how to get ourselves out of jams rather than acknowledging the jam has very well been either directed or permitted by our sovereign God to teach us. And by not trusting him, we short-circuit the test and go our own way, getting ourselves out of our own mess. We're too self-sufficient. Another reason we fail this test is because we're too quick to call on others. We have a lot of very capable friends. As life unfolds and you leave the school and you're involved in your church, your work of ministry, your realm of responsibility, you'll meet other people. Many of them much smarter than you are. Most of them richer than you are. Better connected than you are. And some of them will become good friends. And they will become your crutch. They have connections. And when you're up against it, they'll get you through it. Another reason we don't trust is because we feel distant from the God of heaven. Don't feel too guilty about that. So did Job, as godly as he was. And yet Job said, in the midst of all of the loss, though he slay me, I will trust in him. Though he take me off this earth, in the process, I leave trusting him. I will trust him. The fourth reason I would name is that we have cultivated the bad habit of worry. Many of you are much better at worrying than you are at trusting. If you were to put together a worry list, it would outrun your prayer list. And you're worried right now about something. Most likely, it's related to something about your schoolwork, some course, some class, some test, or maybe your finances. You don't have enough money. I'll give you a word of encouragement. You'll never have enough money. So you're worried now, you're getting good at it, so you can carry that with you when you graduate, because you won't have enough money then either. So you're worried about that. And you do not trust God. See how practical it is? And if you think you're going to outgrow the problem, take it from this old guy today, you won't ever outgrow it. It's like lust. You never outgrow lust. You just learn to fake it. I remember attending a Navigator conference when Lawrence Sandy was president. We were at Glen Erie, and they had a returned missionary, I think an 87, 88-year-old gentleman who Lauren brought up to the platform, and he was a long-time navigator, and Lauren said, "Tell me, Dr. So-and-so, when did you conquer lust?" The old man said, "Well, Lauren, it hasn't happened yet." You'll never conquer worry. It's part of the flesh. You want to, but the only way you will get through it so that you will learn from the test is to trust. Trust. To put the worry on hold, to set it aside, deliberately shoving it away and saying, "God, at this moment, I rest in you and you alone." If you're married, God, help my spouse and me to trust you, to lean on you, to wait on you, to listen to you, to endure the test with you. I put together a quick list of things that reveal how little we trust. When you choose to worry, you do not trust. When you try to fix what is impossible, you do not trust. When you hurry ahead and don't wait for the Lord to move and to change, you do not trust. When you lie awake, twisting and turning at night, you do not trust. When you doubt biblical principles and promises that are right here in the book you love and study, you do not trust. When you turn to others first for help, you do not trust. When you listen to human counsel and give a higher priority to that than the principles you have just learned, you do not trust. When you manipulate and maneuver situations, you do not trust. When you step in and take charge without praying and being led by the Spirit of God you do not trust. When you cling to others in order to feel secure and needed and loved, you do not trust. The list goes on and on. See how easy it is to live in the flesh, how easy it is to disobey. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Wouldn't it be a great project over the Christmas season this year to think through ways that you can begin to trust God regardless? Hopefully it'll be a project that you and a good friend or you and your mate can enter together. What is it we do that keep us from trusting God? And how can we break that habit and watch God break through in ways that we would never have expected? Cynthia and I have a longtime friend who was raised with 4 brothers in Southwest Texas. They were raised on a very poor ranch. They eked out a living. One of the brothers wound up getting into Baylor, going on to UCLA Law School, and earning his degree in law, and has since become a very fine attorney in the Southern California area. We've been friends since the mid-1970s. One of his 4 brothers stayed at the ranch and developed it, cultivated it. The other brothers moved away, as did our friend. And the one who stayed, along with his wife, really turned the ranch into something much more successful. Grew crops that worked, got cattle, bred them, sold them, little by little, kind of got on their feet, and finally became pretty much financially stable. Then the fires of 2011 across Texas swept through their area, and they came to that ranch. By now they knew they would lose all the cattle. They simply opened the gate, and amazingly, those animals know where to go, usually know where to go to find shelter and safety. And they fled, hundreds of them. And they barely left, unable to get much of anything in their pickup, and they drove away. Came back a number of days later when allowed to enter this territory, and everything was melting. Everything. Even the metal roof on the shed, on the barn, had melted down and sort of peeled its way over, and what it landed on, it kind of was that metal profile. As everything is lost, all possessions, all pictures, thankfully no lives. Strangely, the cattle got back and were clustered around in a herd around an enormous oak tree, and they were able to get them back. Of course, the fence had burned, so that has to be rebuilt. And they said to one another, we realized at that moment our faith would either kick into action or we would move far away from the God we had loved and served. They chose the former. They determined they would rebuild. They're in the process right now. Living with a brother, putting house and home back together, having lost it all. The Lord taught me in my shameful response. You'll win this battle. Trust Him. Trust me. Trust God.
Words of encouragement. 2 words. Easy to say, but sometimes difficult for us to do. I hope that helped you this morning. If you have some difficulties in your life or anything like that, there's always a way out. Trust means to put all of your faith and your confidence in the one God. Yeah, I have problems with it too sometimes, so trust me. I just happen to be on the radio. But anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. Got to take a break. We'll come back right after this. All righty then, it's 7:53 in the morning. It is a holiday, so I guess everybody's out having a great time today. Let's hear this on the phone, like I don't really know, but we'll try anyway. Good morning. Good morning. Well, somebody's up besides me. Yes. Yes, we are. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Well, uh, it's kind of like in the message I gave this morning. It's easy to say things, but to do those things like trust God. And what a great message this morning. It's easy to say it and tell everybody else to do it, but you don't do it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Go to the lake. Yeah. Go. Yeah. My son's got a parent that can't do that, so I'm stuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Of course, now in Montgomery, if you live in Wind Lakes, you are retired and going to the lake. I'm just saying, that's the way it goes. Right. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. We the pack. I like that. I like. Well, that's kind of like Kamala Harris, who's running for president, never got one vote for it yet. Not one vote. Yeah. Not one vote has the woman ever gotten yet to win anything, and she's running for president. So, hey, but they're talking about we want to destroy democracy. Well, this is the first time the democracy has been put to the test. A woman running for president who has not received one vote to elected office yet. But that's okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Not Kamala. Yeah, she just got dropped in. All right, pretty. Yeah, she's a placeholder. Uh, I don't know, but that's the way it goes. Though that's the way it goes. Democracy is in jeopardy in this country at the moment, and it's not by Donald Trump. It's by the Democratic Party who put a person up for. Now think about this for 1 second. We got a person running for president that has not received one vote. She did run for president on her own years ago, and listen, it was 2020, whenever that was, and she, I think she got a. Did she get any votes? No. She didn't get votes because she quit. Okay, but now she's back on the ballot because the president said that he wanted a black woman, and although she's half and half, so we're gonna he felt that DEI slot there. I'm gonna get a black woman. Okay, not a woman that's capable, but it had to be a black woman. Well, he kind of messed up on that a little bit too, but we're gonna leave that alone. but not got one vote yet. Has gotten not one vote, and running for president of the United States because the current president gave it to her to run. Hey, it's a good job if you can get it. I'm not mad at it. It's a good job if you can get it. Anyway, 7:58 tomorrow. We got to take a break, and we'll be back uno momento with the latest in politics and anything else you want to talk about. We'll be back.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jed Davis. News happening in the news on this Monday. A jury is now in place in the trial set to begin Tuesday for a man accused of murdering a top law enforcement officer. The jury was seated Friday in the William Chase Johnson murder trial. He's accused of shooting and killing Lowndes County Sheriff Big John Williams 5 years ago. Johnson is pleading not guilty. Opening statement set to begin tomorrow. Well, this could impact your commute this week in the Pike Road area. There are 2 new roundabouts going in. The roundabouts will be installed at the intersections of State Route 126 at Highway 80 and another on Marlar Road at Highway 80. That's just off exit 16. After a decade of service, Montgomery's top prosecutor, District Attorney Dale Bailey, is ready to retire. He began his time with the Montgomery County DA's office back in 1994 and served under then DA Ellen Brooks. We expect to hear from him later this week about his decision to step down. That's your news on this Monday. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA 12 News.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Christopher Cruz. A deadly commute in New Jersey. A train traveling north from Trenton has hit a tree that had fallen on the tracks. Some of the passengers were injured, but none seriously. But the train operator was killed. More from KYW radio reporter Dave Uram.
The front end of the train, including the windshield, all smashed. A large portion of the tree trunk is pinned under one corner of the front end. Pieces of tree and branches litter the track that train was on.
A 49-year-old man who tells CBS News he's a staunch Trump supporter has been arrested at a security checkpoint near a Trump rally in Southern California. The man was driving an unregistered black SUV and had loaded weapons and multiple passports. Details from CBS's Scott McFarland.
Federal investigators say Trump was not in danger at his event Saturday, and a federal law enforcement source tells CBS News there's no indication this was an assassination attempt.
Ben Miller was charged with 2 misdemeanors, posted bail, and was released. New CBS News polling shows the presidential race is essentially tied. Both candidates are going all out on the campaign trail with very different messages, says CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
This morning, the Harris campaign is releasing a series of economic proposals specifically for Black men. Harris will be campaigning at a rally in Erie, Pennsylvania today, and former President Trump will be right here for a town hall outside of Philadelphia for a town hall that his campaign says will be focused on inflation and the economy.
China's military has finished a day of war games surrounding Taiwan, a democratic and independent island nation that China considers part of its territory. Here's Asia expert Gordon Chang.
China has done this so many times in the past. You send with the second string, now you come to the first string.
Oh,
okay.
China may want that because it may want to keep
where you want
by surprise.
Yeah, dude.
But at the moment, I don't think the Chinese political leadership is in a position
So you still doing your own thing?
Jury selection
Yeah,
begins today in
technically
Fort
we
Wayne,
still
Indiana,
have
the
our
trial
own
of Richard
production
Allen
company,
for the murder
but
alleged of
we
2
have
teenage girls who
taken on
disappeared in
the all the
2017.
marketing
WTTV
and
TV reporter
stuff
Russell
for
McQuaid is
the Total Life
covering
Foundation, which we've been working with for
many folks who
over
were
20 years.
pleased
And so that's what we're here to
Hey, what
promote
is
today.
Joy to Life?
What is Joy to Life? Well, the Joy to Life Foundation, Kevin, provides mammograms and biopsies, ultrasounds, all kind of breast health screenings to underserved women and men throughout Alabama in all 67 counties. And they do that free of charge. And they do that by raising money for things like their pink car tag, the pink trash can, and also events like we're talking about today, Walk to Life.
Sponsored by
So-
Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with
there's-
flexibility,
there's a
great
little-
pay and benefits?
There's
Go to
something for you to
progressive.com/careers
gaze
and
on.
Apply online today.
You assume I'm going to read all this.
Oh, it ain't much.
High quality or
No, I assume nothing. It ain't much to read, so I'll read it. No, I figure,
that
you
is
know.
MetaShare. You get both.
I've never been asked I've been on the radio for 33 years. I've never been asked to wear the pink thing for the thing. I was asked all the rest of them folks. They never asked me. Okay.
What are you talking about?
You know, they wear these.
That's for more than 30 years.
Every year they got these guys to walk around the pink towel and whatever case may be.
Yeah.
And they never asked me.
Pink. Yeah.
Nobody ever asked me to do
Why?
it.
You want to?
Well, sure.
Yeah, right. I can see you walking around in pink.
I'm a person of great notoriety. Why not?
Call right now and get a price.
Well, at least I don't know what to do.
Made you jumping in on this?
No.
Oh,
When you go back over there, Tommy, you tell me, don't leave me out. My sister, I just buried my sister a few years ago with cancer.
Well, actually, that's not our gig.
Oh, that's not y'all?
Nope.
This is the
But never mind. You can tell them anyway, but they don't care.
I
think that's American Cancer Society.
They pick the same old people every year to represent the same old people. Same people. Like the family of the year thing. It's a certain group of people in this town, and one of them gonna get it.
Okay.
And they're gonna give it to me.
You don't need it.
Hard work.
What do you want? What do you want it for?
For now, Red feels his job is safe.
Is that what's important to you?
CBS News, London.
You need to work on that. At least the man is honest. Yeah. At least the man tells the truth. We're going to work on your priorities and then we'll readdress it. But this thing on Saturday, it's not even sure yet.
Oh, really?
We'll find out today. And if it is, it's going to be 7 to 9 in the morning.
From the 1490s on.
So,
Those expeditions of course opened the way for
You
European
wait a minute. You gonna do it?
yeah. Are you kidding me?
CBS
For the money, absolutely. I'll be up anyway and be See, he doesn't care about prestige, he cares about money.
Yeah, no, money's still interesting.
money still fits in there somewhere. Yeah.
Somewhere, we good.
I understand.
I guess I'm like Rodney Dangerfield in Montgomery.
Understood.
I just don't get no respect.
Hey.
I don't understand it.
Well, you're a white man trapped in a black man's
No, I
body.
gave that shit up a long time ago. Y'all got issues.
Dude, I will never forget that line.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's back when I was here and I was Bill Jones had me cutting promos for everybody. And I remember I found that line and I was like, oh yeah, this is gold.
But that was a marketing ploy for me.
Yeah. Well, you see, it stuck with some of us.
Yeah. I said, listen. And what people didn't understand, though, I said philosophically, and I do. I have more in common intellectually and philosophically with whites than I do black folks at that time. And now all of them messed up.
Well, see, you're a bridge, Kev. You're a conduit.
That's what I'm saying. So
yes.
If it were not for me, they'd be having riots in the street.
There you go.
I just wanna let you know.
No one understands.
But I am keeping the communication lines open to win black and white.
You are the linchpin to the equilibrium.
That's right.
That this town enjoys.
Put that in a promo.
He's the linchpin to the equilibrium that Montgomery enjoys.
Yeah, put that in a promo. Put that on something I can put on my tag or something. Yeah.
Oh, I parked right next to you, Elkins one.
That's right.
Yeah.
I had to put Elkins one. Now that both my boys are grown,
Right.
We gotta know which Elkins we're talking
I
about
got
here.
you. Now I got a question. Why have you never run for political office?
Because you got to quit your job to do it.
Ah.
And you see, you shouldn't quit a job to try to get a job, lose that job, and come back to no job. so it's better to get a little all the time than a lot just once.
There you go.
Yeah. But when they fire me from radio, I'm going to run. If I'm not too old, I'm going to run for office.
Okay. Now, do I need cans here? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only you don't really need it.
We're not taking calls.
Unless you want to take some calls if you want to.
I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide. So
No. But if somebody called with, if not, I ain't gonna press for calls.
All right.
Okay. What kind of music do you like, Tommy?
Oh, it makes no difference to me.
Good.
Whatever you land on, my brother.
One of my favorite artists is BJ Thomas.
Join Sean
Really?
Sundays at 3 p.m.
Oh.
for the Encore Show.
You kids hooked on a feeling.
Okay, 210. There we go. Yep, we lost a man in BJ Thomas. What a fantastic singer. That would hurt my feelings if I found out he was really a nice guy. He came across as such a nice guy. Anyway, good morning to everybody. I hope this day finds you everybody well. It's a Monday morning. It's a holiday. I don't know whose holiday. I mean, listen, I don't want to support one. America was already here. He got lost. He found it, and I want to make a holiday out of it for him. I don't get that. You know, I mean, I just don't. Gotta have a slave day in America. You know, all the ex-slaves. I'm just saying that's just as bad as that one for him. Hey, it's a big day out for Alabama. That's good. And Maxwell and all that, it's a day off. So, you know, we like day off. When we gotta work, we gotta work. So we gotta work. I mean, most of the time we look around. Anyway, I got a guest in the studio right now. Good friend of mine. I'm not saying he's a friend. I don't me at all, but I've been knowing him a long time. What the folks are you all?
Tommy here.
And why are we here?
We're here because
it's an organization that is an organization also breast screens for women and also. Now, you just mentioned something. How many instances percentage-wise do men get breast but yeah, we don't really care what. So that's true. So, but yeah, we're actually the only organization in the state now that would help. Yeah, man, who am I? Yeah, I mean, you know, I kind of look at it, but you know, really is another. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I don't. But evidently they do something. Yeah. To find out. Well, and there are obviously imaging. Okay. But mammogram obviously is for the way you've got things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of amazing and you know, I have a personal connection with this particular subject. In 2020, my sister passed, and I will tell you that when I saw the pink ribbons and the pink this and the pink this before, let's make for the pink ribbon. It is not until you come face to face with the circumstances and things that happen to people when they get cancer, that's not it, that it looks a whole lot different to me now than it used to. Well, a lot of times it's like cancer can become abstract. You know, you hear it, and people talk about it, but unless it's actually affected you, I mean, it's like anything that gets advertised. If you don't need tires, you don't listen to tire ads when they come on the radio. You know, but as soon as you need tires, then that's the only thing that you hear are tire ads. So yeah, cancer is kind of the same way. But unfortunately, a lot of folks get touched by cancer, especially breast cancer. Breast cancer is actually the second most prolific cancer, only being beaten out by skin cancer. So yeah, it's actually, you know, there's a lot of it out there. Thankfully, the deaths are coming down. So obviously, you know, early detection is obviously the best protection. But thanks to that and you know, new imaging techniques and obviously treatment, cancer doesn't have to be a death sentence. And so that's the good thing about it. And so that's what we're trying to make sure that people understand is early detection is a big thing. And if folks need the services but can't afford the services, that's where Joy to Life steps in. So this weekend, you know, it's nice to talk about your relatives and the people that you know have been touched. but it's better to be able to participate in doing something about it, whether it's directly or indirectly. And the walk of life, the walk, run, and family fun thing, it's a way that you can pay homage to those people that you can do nothing else for. Their time here is gone. My sister is gone. I tell you what, there's a song say, if I just had one more day.
Oh yes.
Well, you don't know if you're going to get that.
Oh sure. You never know if the last time you see them, you never know that's the last time that you're going to see them.
So tell me about the Walk of Life.
The Walk of Life is an amazing event. We've been doing this for over 20 years. We say 20 plus years, and this year we're celebrating that fact as well as the fact that we've provided over 100,000 mammograms throughout the state of Alabama in the years that we've been in existence. And it's a family fun thing. We honor, we remember, and we celebrate. That's the thing. It's just like, and especially right there at the front of the race, we have a moment of silence. We have folks, it's like if you've lost someone, if you're here for somebody, we have you shout out their name, because that's the thing. It's like, it's not just if you may have had it or know somebody that have it. A lot of folks are still walking through this, and so we're there for them as well. But we've got something for everybody, Kev. We've got the Survivors Cafe, which they're up on the stage on the at the amphitheater, and so we're celebrating our survivors. Also, we love families to come down. We have a thing called Trick or Pink, where we ask kids 10 and under to dress up, and we have treat stops all along our 5K route and at the Riverfront celebration in Riverfront Park. And the kids can get candy, they can get treats. We have a string ensemble at the Capitol steps. We've got a gospel choir that we have every year down here at the fountain, which you may have noticed has been pinked out. So yeah, it's kind of hard to miss. But we like to say it's serious fun for a serious cause.
Now, is there? I assume you want people to join to register for the race.
Exactly. Yes, and that's the way to do that is easy. Just go to our walk website, which is walkoflife5k.org. That's walkoflife5k.org. Or if you can't remember that, just remember joytolife.org. And either one will get you there, get you all the information you need. We've got loads of details on there. But you go there, you can go ahead and register. You can get a ticket that actually has one of our walk t-shirts, which are totally redesigned for this year. You can get just a regular ticket and wear your own. If you can create a team, and even if you may have plans on Saturday or you just want to sleep in, we actually have a sleep-in ticket. So you can actually get a sleep-in ticket, and you get a t-shirt there, so you don't have to be there. We like to say, we'll hit the streets, you stay in the sheets.
Okay.
So we've pretty much kind of tried to cover everything to make sure that folks can enjoy this day out and make a difference in the lives of folks who are dealing with breast cancer.
And and again, this is so personal to me, because there's nothing often that we can do except give our loved ones and our friends a shoulder to lean on, a heart that cares. But what we can do is do this.
Oh, absolutely.
Make sure that they get mammograms. Make sure that it's called early. And the way you do this, some of what you guys do to walk, Joy to Life people do, because it's too late to do something.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing that we always try to let people understand is that, and of course we encourage ladies and guys. It may seem kind of weird, but things like breast self-exam. If you find a lump and you're not really sure what's happening, if you don't have a physician or you don't have access to medical care or you can't afford that, that's where we step in and we go ahead. We get that mammogram, we get that ultrasound, we get that biopsy, we see what's going on in there, and a lot of times it's not cancer, but the peace of mind that comes from knowing that it's not is almost as valuable as if we do find something, you get it treated and you live a healthy life from here on out. So either way, the main thing is make sure that you check them. Make sure you go ahead and take advantage of things like mammograms and ultrasounds, and that way what you're dealing with. And if you don't have it, that's great. Go ahead and help us support those who may be going through that journey, and you can make a difference in somebody else's life.
Yeah, because I mean, it's too late to do something when it's too late to do something.
Exactly.
The best time
That's
to
very
do,
profound.
yeah, I know, in my brain. The best way, but what we can do
Yes.
is participate with Joy to Life. Participate in the 5K run, which is like 3.1 miles.
3.1 miles. Yeah,
3.1.
that's what a 5K is. I had to look it up myself. It's
Yeah.
3.1 miles. Yeah.
Well, next time, just call me. I'll tell you anything you don't know.
Oh,
just call
okay.
me. Now,
Okay.
where do they get the tickets at?
They get the tickets online.
Okay.
At walkoflife5k.org.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a really easy process. Take you step by step. And there's actually on the website, there's actually step-by-step directions on how to get it. If you want to do fundraising as well as buy your ticket, you can do that. You can set up your own little fundraising page. Ask your friends to give you donations to help us in our cause. So, so yeah, I mean, we try to cover all of our bases as best we can, and encourage folks to come out and join us for some serious fun for a serious cause.
Okay, absolutely. And again, it's too late that once somebody is already gone for you to do something. Do something right now that'll make a difference in people's lives. Because if you sit there with tears rolling down your eyes because they left us, God called them, there's nothing you can do. Maybe right now, what you do, maybe, I'm not sure, I don't know, but maybe what you do will help somebody along the way.
Exactly.
That when they find out they got this, and what they really need is a shoulder to lean on. Sometimes somebody who's been through this, and
absolutely,
and the folks over here enjoy their life. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And again, now I've not always been personal about this. I just saw those little pink things. Hey, right on, pink. I love pink. The significance of what you guys do can never be overstated. It can never be overstated. And I didn't know that until my sister died of breast cancer. And I just looked at her and I just, Jimmy Valvano in 1993 at the ESPY Awards said there are 3 things you ought to do each day. He said you should laugh, you should cry, and you should think. He said if you do all those in one day, you had a hell of a day.
There you go. I like that.
If that was the day that I laughed, I cried, and I thought.
Yep.
And so let's get out and help these people. Because although I like you to have a day, I like to have a great day where you can laugh and think, but I don't want you to cry. So why don't we just get involved in the Joy of Life thing here now. So one more time, when is it, where is it, and how do they get their shirt?
All right. Well, we like to say this is Walk Week because that means this being Monday, it is Saturday, October 19th in downtown Montgomery. Race starts at 8:30, and you can go online to walkoflife5k.org or joytolife.org. You can go ahead and sign up, get your tickets, bring the whole family. We can get your kids down there. You can even bring your dog if you want. That's absolutely cool. So, but we just want to bring folks together, like we said, to remember, to honor, and to celebrate, and just have joy to life.
Absolutely. And you can't have life, you can't have joy unless you have the life.
There you go.
And so let us all get involved. It's personal with me. And unfortunately, something had to happen in my family life for me to understand it.
Right.
Still don't understand it, but it is what it is.
But you carry her with you every single day.
Yeah. So
oh yeah.
Anyway, you should think, you should laugh, and you should cry. Hopefully not all in one day, but that's what Jimmy
and
does.
Hopefully not at the same time.
Not at the same time. But I have days like that. Let's take a break. We'll come back. One more time, the website.
walkoflife5k.org.
All right. We'll be back.
WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast.
Oh, awesome. It's always different talking about something that you know something about.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hang on. I gotta get you to pose with one of our tickets.
It's a win-win. So what are you waiting for?
All right, Kev, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can we get one more? 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Oh, thank you, my friend. All right.
Yeah, she's the only person she's the closest person I ever had to me. You know what hurts you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And she was always worried about me And she is the one that said, that's the thing, and those are the kind of people you really are.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The authorities are on the scene of our first accident this morning, East Boulevard, northbound at East Shirley Lane. Keep your eyes open if you're heading in that direction. Otherwise, we are clear. Nothing else has been reported that would send you on an alternate route. Keep listening, and we will keep you posted. Invisible Fence gives your pet the freedom to enjoy your yard and home without leashes or limitations. Call Vicky at Invisible Fence, 265-2585. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
The internet is vast and unending, but you don't have to go that far to hear your favorite talk show hosts. Search, stop, and listen at newsradio1440.com.
For 65 years, Guardian Credit Union has been your trusted financial partner. And now we're proud to extend that trust further by introducing Guardian Insurance Services. Whether protecting your home, car, or even your business, we've got the coverage that fits your needs. Our team is here to guide you every step of the way with the personalized service you know and love. Call 334-819-7555 for a free quote today. Guardian Insurance Services, building on 65 years of trust, now safeguarding your future.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
Montgomery Men's Health has years of proven results for low testosterone and increasing drive, energy level, and performance. And enhancement treatment so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call Montgomery Men's Health at 334-440-3663 or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now. Dial 334-440-3663 or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, making it happen.
In the NFL, helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day. To get involved, go to unitedway.org/160. Are you just going to do it every time? And yeah.
So when you're out, make sure to wear your protective clothing, hats, and long sleeves, and reasonably reapply.
You should stay healthy with your parents. For more information, visit our website, www.alabama.gov. So let's take a look.
Witty and fast on the day. It's News Radio 1440.
Okay, we're back. Good morning. You know, the other day I was walking past the television. I don't know where I was. I was somebody working on somebody's computer doing something. And I was walking past the TV, and I just happened to see Hager and Boyd on the TV. And I said, well, And they were sitting there. I got to teach people how to argue their point. Okay, how to argue their point. And Hegel is all right. Hegel is all right. That's my best. But if you guys are gonna call and a talk show, whether TV or radio, have the ability to articulate what you're trying to get across. I know you can't be a professional like me, but it's embarrassing that some of you guys cannot even come up with a cogent sentence so people know what you're saying. Okay? You on TV. We know who you are. Yeah, we know who, that's why we'll talk about you on Facebook. Yeah, I heard Charles the other day on Hagler's show. Boy, he sounded like a dummy. I'm just saying, if you gotta listen, you guys need to upgrade your vocabulary a little bit, okay? So you won't sound as dumb because nobody will know what you just said. Okay? Okay. Like if I say you have an inability to ideate, okay? Ideate. Now most people don't know what that means. Okay, but I know what it means. And so I just insulted you, but that's okay, because you'll like it. So if you're gonna go on a talk show on TV or radio, at least be able to articulate the point you're trying to get across. Okay. Now I will give classes for a fee of how to do that. I'm just saying that's the way I roll. 860-1440. President, can you believe we got less than 30 days in a presidential election that's coming up? Can you believe that? Now I don't know who's running in Montgomery because most of the black legislators they haven't showed up here. I don't know why they scared of me for some reason. I mean, you would think that they got bigger kahunas than those. They'd come up here, but they're scared. So I don't. Tashina Morris is scared. I don't know why she's scared of me. I like her. I may not go along with their ideology, but I like them. I don't have anything against my buddies. But that's okay. I'll let them sit there. I don't know where Hatcher is. Now I really like Hatcher, Morehouse man and all. He doesn't show up either anymore. Who else? Kenyatta. Now we talk at the barbershop, but he don't want to come up here, and because I don't take questions before you get here. Okay, I just won't do that. It's to talk to your audience and your voters, not for me to have some pre-selected questions to ask people. I just won't do that. That's just crazy to me. That's kind of like cheating. I mean, if I was a Democrat, I understand that's how y'all roll, but I don't roll that way. Just let it flow, baby. Let the answer come from your heart. Okay, you've been down there long enough now to come up with some answers. It is 8:30 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Sure you can. Sure you can. Go to www. Well, I'll give you the website later. What's up? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's wrong with being skinny? Yeah. Yeah. I'm too much of a specimen. But listen, I think he's a good looking man. I'm not gay or anything. Wait, I think he's a good looking man. Yeah, I'm not gay. Okay, but I lost mine already. Yeah, I lost mine already. But yeah, yeah. Well, so okay. And I can use some of that too. I mean, I think they're probably one of the best looking couples ever been in the White House. Besides I do, Jacqueline. Listen, I didn't tell you had to agree. I'm telling you that's what I think, and I think they, look at. I understand, brother. I understand. Yeah. Okay. 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 I think somebody told me it's Indigenous People Day, whatever day that is. Good morning. Morning. That's my name. Mm. Mm-hmm. Although I don't really what does the word indigenous mean? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Now, oh, wait a minute. Because you don't believe in his philosophy, now he's got to be an Uncle Tom. Yeah. Okay, but that deal could have been. I mean, it's a done deal now. I mean, why bring it up so many years later? But we'll do that to each other. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Okay then. All right then. It's always good to talk to you there. Yeah, it's also okay. You're on a little warpath there at the moment. It is 8:37 in the morning. If somebody's got something, it's a holiday week. Well, it's not a holiday weekend. it's a holiday today, so people are just kind of hanging out and checking things out and seeing what's going on and stuff like that. I appreciate you are hanging out with us this morning. You know, today will be a great day to have a new caller, somebody who's never called the show before. You know, and don't forget the walk of life thing, though. I tell you that cancer is nothing to joke with. You know, it is nothing to joke, and it's nothing like seeing the people that you love in pain and in suffering from those kinds of things. If we can stop any of it, you know, it was the saddest day in my life when my sister passed from breast cancer, and all I did was look toward heaven and say, how come? How come? It's too late to do anything then. But do something while they're alive to show them that you care and you participate. If you can't do anything but donate a couple of dollars to the Joy of Life, donate a couple of dollars to them, because what they do is important. They may, you know, it may turn out that they will save somebody's life. You know, 860-1440 is the number here if you want to give us a call, and we appreciate you. Anyway, I was talking about Boyd the other day on Hagler's show. Oh, Boyd, just next time you go up there, let me go with you, and I'll take care of all that. Okay. Daryl Bailey is quitting. Daryl Bailey is quitting because Daryl Bailey, from what I understand, he is going to. And listen, he was kind of perturbed. He was perturbed about the things that happen when you put all these crooks in jail, a lot of them in jail. But now let's be fair. We got people in jail that don't belong there. We got people sitting out here that belong there. I don't know how we're going to get a better system than what we have, but he's somewhat frustrated, and he showed it last week. You know, you pick these people up, you put them in jail, they do all kinds of things. And then he really got ticked off at, I think, was it Judge Gaines, or somebody gave somebody 5-year sentence for doing a serious crime, and also gave him credit for time served. Some of that time that was served anyway. He was just kind of, and listen, I don't blame him. It does seem that the same 10% of the people that do wrong, always the same 10% of people are doing wrong, making our communities unsafe. You know, it's the same people. So I don't blame him. But it's my understanding, now this is just a rumor, he will be running the law office, not the law office, but one of these schools. He will be in charge. What's it? The legal or something? The whatever the laws. He'll be professor of law or something. Anyway, one of these schools. I'm not at liberty right now to say which one it is. But good luck to him. Now I went to his office the other day, and they closed all the doors when I got there. They didn't want that to get out, because I walked up there, took my time and walked across the street. I was going to talk to the DA. And but they didn't have time to talk to me. Now I wonder who's going to be. I wonder if what's her name? Azzy. Is that her name? She's going to be the next DA. Okay, that's okay though. We had Ellen Brooks for a long time, so women seem to be able to do a good job too. So I got no problem with that, as long as they're not, as long as they're not prosecuting me. I'm pretty good. 860-1440 is the number if you want to. If you got something on your mind. Now, let's see where is Alabama in the college football 25. Number 1, Texas. Number 2, Oregon. Number 3, Penn State. Number 4 is Georgia. Number 5 is Ohio State. Number 6, Miami. Number 7, Alabama, followed by LSU at number 8, followed by Clemson. Number 10 is Tennessee. Here we go. Okay. Number 11, Notre Dame. Number 12, Iowa State. BYU is up there, number 13. Texas A&M is number 14. Ole Miss is 15. And Missouri is 16. 17 is Kansas State. Indiana's in there. Right on my home state. Okay, we're there. Indiana's number 18. Boise State is number 19. Number 20 is Pitt. Number 21 is Illinois. Number 22 is Michigan. SMU, I'm not exactly who SMU is. Wait a minute. The United States Army. It's number 24. And number 25 is Nebraska. But the Army, we finally made it to the top 25. Yes, we must be winning some games. Because that's, I mean, we're not, Army's not for winning football games, but it's good. If you're going to get on the field, at least you ought to do is win a game every once in a while. But we know you win the big battles. You win our wars for you go in harm's way right on. So if you don't win in, that's fine. So it looks good to see the Army, ARMY, at number 24. Okay, this week in the top 25 football teams in the college football teams in America. Good morning. Fine, fine. Okay, okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it seems to me, right? But it seems to me, I mean, Bailey's not a pushover, but it seems to me the system that we have right now. And listen, I understand we have a constitution. You protected it, I protected it. We went in harm's way for it. I got that part. But on the other hand, there need to be some realistic remedies for the same people hitting the streets all the time doing the same crime. I got people out on murder that are standing out doing another murder. I mean, mm, yeah, and he's going to another school, so he's going to a school to do something. I'm not at liberty right now to say which school it is, but he's going to another school. I guess he'll tell everybody where he's going to be at sooner or later. Yeah, he look good like me. Yeah, yeah, we get know. Yeah, yeah. I just don't want to be intimidated by my awesomeness. That ain't gonna happen. But that ain't gonna happen. But unless, I don't want you to if I'm in court. All right. Appreciate it. Guys, take a break. We'll be back at 6 in the morning. Red Hill News Radio 14.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2794. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call 800-575-2794. That's 800-575-2794. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Make yourself known now.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV.
Japanese Groove and Soul Day.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken. Real problems
Why are they hiding it?
and real solutions.
My daughter is dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus. Weekdays at 2 on WSFA 12 News.
Russell Wilson here. They play 60 United Way in the NFL. Healthy kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids.
To get involved, go to unitedway.org/play60. We just do everything. United Way. Yeah. I've been blessed to be able to make a living at what I do. Making music for more than 25 years. But it didn't get there overnight.
There were a lot of long days and nights of working just to make ends meet. Good things in life don't always come easy, but when you sweat for what you want, it makes it even sweeter when you get it. So remember to work hard, and when the opportunities present themselves, you got to be ready to grab. This message is brought to you by the United States Air.
And I just
Sean Hannity. On News Radio 1440.
Okay. This is some information for people who want to try to outrun the police. Okay. I mean, I have to. Okay, so if you're a crook in your car right now, or the police get behind you and light you up, okay. The worst thing you can do is go on a high speed. Okay. Now, just in case people don't know, we have helicopters. We have cell phones. We know where you are. We know where the car is. Okay. I'm just saying, to put lives of property and in your life and the lives of others in jeopardy, somehow it is the wrong thing to do. A 39-year-old Georgia man was arrested after a police chase and standoff Friday afternoon that briefly shut down a major interstate artery. Now, Lieutenant Gary Burkett of the Alabama law enforcement, ALEA, as what we used to call it, the state patrol, that a pursuit started when troopers attempted to stop a 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLB on Interstate 65 near the 170-mile marker. Right. Now, listen, I will say one thing. If you are going to try to outrun the police, at least he did it in some class in a Mercedes-Benz. And not an old Mercedes-Benz, 2022, only 2-year-old. In the Mercedes world, 5 years old and less is like a new. I mean, it's kind of like a new one. If you got a Mercedes that's less than 5 years old, that's like a new one. In the hood, that'd be new. Okay. So I'm just saying, so Alicia was trying to get away. Okay. Now, these guys, his name is Choma Guru. Whatever name that's from, I don't really know. But it's from Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is somewhere up 85, somewhere around the place. I'm just saying, it's crazy to try to outrun the police. You cannot do it. Okay. We got radio. We got this. They got other police cars coming the other way. I mean, they just stop and take for punishment. Okay? I tried that one time. Yeah, I tried outrunning the police. It was 1976, but I was like 18, 19 years old. I tried that one time. I learned a very hard lesson that you can't beat the police. The police gonna catch you. If they don't do it right now, they're gonna do it later. Either way it go, they're gonna catch you. They know the car you're driving. They know who owns the car, and if that's not the guy that's driving the car, the guy who's driving the car knows who you are. So just stop. Okay, don't kill yourself because of something stupid. So you got a little marijuana in the car. That's okay. It is better to go to jail and with that marijuana than it is to die with that marijuana. I'm just saying, you might want to think about doing a high-speed chase thing. You might want to rethink that the next time you see a pair of blue lights in back of you. I'm just saying. Good morning. Yes. I'm doing fine. Yeah. And I'm with you on that too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right then. Well, it sounds good. And I don't agree with the chases either, unless somebody has killed somebody, a whole family, or something like that. But again, if you would just stop your car, you wouldn't have to. Although I think the state ought to have a law. If it's strictly for traffic, let them go. Let them go. You catch them later. But if it's a serious felony, if this guy just killed somebody, then obviously he doesn't mind killing somebody else. And so I think that's the only case. But you better be able to articulate that if you're chasing people through the town. Yeah, and no police chases through the town. See, on the highway, I can move to the right, move to the left, whatever the case may be. If I see in the back, and that's why I tell my son, keep looking in the back, in the rear view mirror. You never know who's coming up behind you. Okay. Matter of fact, Z, believe it or not, will be 20 years old this coming, no, 18 years old this coming Sunday. 18. Now I'm going to let him get his license so he can drive by himself. Okay. Not having me in the car with him. I'll let him drive the car though. Unless he wrecks it one time or something. Then my insurance will go up. Let me rethink that. 860-1440 is the number here if you have something you want to talk about. But I really don't have, you really can't talk about it because I only got like a minute and a half left, so you can't really get anything done. Got a lot of things. Now here's one. A soldier. This guy ought to get the firing squad. But we'll get back to that when we come back. If there ever was, I don't believe in the death penalty, but there's just some things. There's some things that you do that deserves the firing squad in the military. And this young man has done that. Okay. But fortunately, the person he was planning it with was an FBI agent. So that's the only thing that saved us. Okay. I'm just saying. So we'll come back uno momento. Okay. And with one more hour of this great show to listen to. You can tell it's a holiday, man. It really is a holiday out there. But that's okay. I got this covered. We good. We good. We good. All right, gotta go. We shall return uno momento. All right.
The home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HP3 FM, Montgomery, the Shapiro Media Station. This is CBS News sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. District of Cruz, a New Jersey transit train operator, has been killed in a collision with a tree on the tracks north of Trenton. There were 45 passengers on board, none of them suffered serious injury. KYW radio reporter Mike Doherty is on the scene.
Governor Opie confirming in a correspondence saying it was the train operator who was killed when their train struck a large tree. About 20 people were hurt. First responders had to use a wooded access road to reach the scene because this happened in between stops.
A 49-year-old man's been arrested at a checkpoint near a Trump rally in Southern California. Police say Ben Miller was driving a black SUV. Riverside County, California Sheriff Chad Bianco.
He showed up with multiple passports with different names, an unregistered vehicle with fake license plate, and another phone.
Authorities are not this as an assassination attempt. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Harris will campaign in Pennsylvania today. These were the 7 battleground states the campaigns are focusing on. Voters rank the economy as the top issue. CBS's Jennifer Piker went to another battleground state, Wisconsin, to look at the candidates' positions for our campaign series, Where They Stand.
Former President Donald Trump won the state in 2016. We've seen what Trump has done. We've had CBS News business contributor Joe Faulkner says only general economic themes are coming from Trump and Harris on the campaign trail.
Tax policies that are put out there during the campaign are usually meaningless. What matters is when the rubber hits the road and we see the composition of the House and the Senate as to whether tax policy is going to change.
Faulkner says voters should keep in mind that presidents have very little impact on the economy, and the stock market doesn't care who's president. Jennifer Piker, CBS News, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
The Lebanese Red Cross says an Israeli airstrike hit an apartment building in northern Lebanon today, killing at least 18 people. There's been a deadly Hezbollah drone attack, that is, on an army base in northern Israel. Details from CBS's Remy Inocencio.
That drone hit the dining hall of the Golani military base, smashing a hole through the roof, killing at least 4 soldiers and wounding dozens. The base is used to train the Israeli military's raw recruits, just about 20 miles south of Haifa.
3 U.S.-based professors have been awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics. CBS's Vicki Butler has done.
Both have been honored for their attempts to understand why societies with 4 million reputable institutions can never prosper nor improve.
Lauren Nobler and Simon Johnson are from MIT. James Robinson is at the University of Chicago. On Wall Street, about half an hour after the opening bell, the Dow is down fractionally, S&P up to it. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Before you tour a home, a real estate professional you're working with may ask you to sign a buyer's agreement, which describes the services you'll receive, each party's role and responsibilities, and how your agent will be compensated, all of which you'll want to discuss with them up front. So work with an agent who's a realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. It's a duty to honestly represent you and put your interests above their own, because that's who we are.
Health Food Growth startup is supposed to senior computer science.
We just have that best team. It's a new team. He's got a huge new idea. I'm going to have to handle 3 teams. With 2 heads.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Fans of Game of Thrones have snapped up hundreds of the show's costumes and props.
The auction in Dallas raked in more than $21 million. Among the more than 900 items, Jon Snow's sword, Daenerys' rabbit fur coat, and Jaime Lannister's black leather armor outfit. But the most coveted...
Tell me, which do you favor? Your fingers or your tongue?
Your Grace?
Fingers or your tongue? If you got to keep one, which would it be?
The dragon-forged Iron Throne. It went for almost $1.5 million after a 6-minute bidding war. When it was over, Heritage says the auction room erupted in applause. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Los Angeles pitcher Jack Flaherty combined on a 3-hitter with other pitchers to tie the postseason record of 33 consecutive scoreless innings set in 1966. They did it during the Dodgers' rout of the New York Mets last night, 9-0 in the National League Championship Series. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to slow it down, get it going slower. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression. Izervay gets GA going slower. Izervay or avacincaptad pegol is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today. Izervay gets GA going slower. Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Good thing that.
Make yourself known now.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems
Why are they hiding it?
and real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus. Weekdays at 2 on WSFA 12 News.
Live. Now is the time to act. At Montgomery Men's Health, we're not your health care. We're your secret winner. Don't wait another day. We want you to act right now. Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just mess. With one evaluation, vaccination is a piece of income. You can afford to certain people to walk out of our doors. 440-3663 or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now. Dial 334-440-3663 or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, making it happen.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA all men. 800 don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what happens to the IRS. And helping individuals who have over 1,500 business here. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS. Anyway, TRA.com. 800-574.
It's your commander in relief. My focus is on complexity. Come what's available again? You're people green above your master new I'm going to help you guys. You're going to reserve. With the banks and the say yes. Yes. You will more for your own life in the process. That's why we're all about affordability. My solution starts with your card. People can do law for a monthly payment you can afford. So cash your old right away. With the payments that when say yes. Yes. A very recollection, these deals won't last forever. And that was the unable for the people. See all these all-American rides at budgetsafeness.com. 61 million Parkway next to 34. Call 334-244-1777.
Telling you like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. Goes from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay, Indigenous People Day. Really, that word is the wrong word to use. There are no indigenous people. And if there are, we don't know who they are. The Indians were not the first people to come to America. Okay? We don't know, as a matter of fact, if the truth be told, everybody started over in Africa, I guess, I would find to say. So, I mean, there are no indigenous people. We don't know where anybody came from. Okay? We don't know. It's a crime on the intelligence of regular people like me. Like dinosaurs. I don't think dinosaurs. I don't think they had any. And if we did, where'd they go? I know. They said I asked for he said, okay, bam, it was all over. Okay. And then if that's the case, why are we still here? Okay, I'm just here. Good morning, who's there? Yes. And is that the traffic? Well, the traffic, people not in cars in the morning, they're coming to work. What's that? I can relate to everything. That's right. Okay. I've done it all. I was driving a 1977 Cougar. I got tired of riding. I got tired of riding. I got tired of riding bikes. Now I just went on to the that's the day I joined that alternative. I don't know how I get it. I work for the hospital. That's what I do. Yeah. No. I work. I can see because you don't know what. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get away. You don't know what it's like to be black, man, because you never been one. We got to be really brave to survive. Okay. Oh, I did this week. I did. As a matter of fact, though, well, let me tell you what else happened this weekend, though. Whitewater had a whole bunch of people out there. Right, I said Whitewater. Whitewater, you always talk about Whitewater, and they had a lot of people out there playing on the water this weekend. So you said nobody ever goes out there. Well, I don't know. To me, it ain't about money. It's about activity. Again, I don't. Well, hey. Well, somebody was there because they got them all in the paper. I don't care. I don't care what they call to pick up the garbage either. Okay. Well, I just know what the paper writes. The other day, I was going on base the other day, and I went through there. Yeah. Just on micro. What I did for that's fine. Yeah. 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 I, I don't think he had her to call in. Oh, well, they probably. Then that's true. She hadn't heard from her in a long time. Yeah. Well, with that. Okay. Well, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yes, because I'm a paratrooper, baby. I'm a paratrooper, and we do all kinds of things. What's that? Yeah. Okay. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, now, I had more than you. Okay. Yeah, I had more than you, but I still love you. Don't get me wrong. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Turn that down in the background. So yeah, you got to turn whatever you got on in the background. Yeah, we got a delay, so turn that down. Yeah, I hear the little mutt. That's not a real dog. Yeah. I didn't know it was a holiday. Yeah, yeah. I don't celebrate indigenous. There's no such thing as indigenous people. What you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Some of them work. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You make a good point. Right, right. You make a good point, though. You make a good point when I often said I wish there was a way to include those kids who are not as bright as other kids in the same environment, and the not so bright kids could benefit. But all we find them doing is lowering the standards so the other kids get bored because they're not as slow as I was. And I don't think they should be held back by people like me who weren't as bright as they were. And what we're doing is that we are demotivating people. If you don't get the magnet school, then you just stuck back there with yeah. Well, when they lowered the standard, when they, yeah, yeah. Now, it's my understanding that yeah, you can get in with a GPA of 2.5. That's my understanding. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody out there tell me. And a 2.5, hell, I can get that today. But I have to ask you though, why? And again, though, here's a question, reasonable question. Why would people, if they could get the same education, the same atmosphere in a regular school as they get in a private school, why would you pay the same quality education? Why would you pay to go to a private school $1,500 a month? No, I ain't got nothing to do with color no more. No, no, it's culture. It is culture, not color. Yeah, and that's all we're doing. And that's all we're doing is leaving behind. Yeah, we are holding a whole lot of children behind because of this mess that we come up with. But again, though, why would somebody send their kids to a school and pay if they could get the same quality education, the same educational environment that they get in private school at public school? Why would we do it? We wouldn't. So it is not these people's fault because they take their kids out of public school. They take the kids. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we know why it started. We know why it started. Yeah. Yeah. I know where it started, but I don't buy that now. All right. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know why. Good morning. It's 9:20 in the morning. How you doing? Oh, we didn't lose connection. Oh, we lost it again. Sorry about that. Good morning. Who's this? I got more than you. If I just had one jump, that's more than you had. Good morning. Yeah. Morning. Oh, okay. And what was going on down there anyway? Okay. 100 at least. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, that was good. That's good. Hmm. Okay. Well, that's good. I appreciate that information. Now, curmudgeon won't like that, but he'll get over it. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I haven't heard from her in a while. It's Avis Lewis. Where's she at out there? Ain't heard from her in a while. I got to make sure she's all right. 860-1440 is the number here. Now, here's a guy who ought to be taken in front of a firing squad and shot. If this had been the real enemy. Damian Williams, okay, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, called Cole Bridges' actions a betrayal of the worst order. A 24-year-old U.S. soldier was sentenced to 14 years in prison for trying to help the Islamic State group attack American troops. Now, PFC, Private First Class Cole Bridges, also known as Cole Gonzalez of Ohio, attempted to provide material support to a designated foreign terrorist and organization and attempted to murder U.S. soldiers, federal prosecutors announced this week. Bridges pleaded guilty to 2 charges in June 2023. On Friday, a federal judge in the Southern District of New York issued Bridges' sentence, which includes 10 years of supervised release following his prison term. Now, prosecutors had sought 40 years imprisonment for him, and that's what I would have tried to get to. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams called Bridges' action a betrayal of the worst order. Cole Bridges used his U.S. Army training, which at the PFC he didn't have a whole hell of a lot, to pursue a horrifying goal: the brutal murder of his fellow service members in a carefully plotted ambush. Was entrusted to people he's entrusted to protect, making his abhorrent conduct even more troubling. Was eager to help people who he believed were members of a deadly foreign terrorist organization to help plan the attack. And of course he was dealing with the FBI and didn't know it. So I wonder how many people do we have in our military today that think that way. I sure hope not very many people. Okay, I mean, get out. Tell them to put you out. You don't want to be there anymore. But to try and help a foreign government kill your own people, I don't know. And here's a story that bothers me, like these stories always do bother me. Garth Brooks, of course, has been accused of sexual assault, but it always amazes me. This is the only charge in America that all you have to do is say he did it, and he's guilty before even a trial. Okay. Now, and it's always 5 or 10 years later down the road when somebody decides, I need some money, so let me go accuse some celebrity of doing something like this. And now we saw Diddy beat the woman on the tape in a hallway at a hotel, so we know he did his, but he paid her. But Brooks has been accused of rape and sexual assault by a celebrity hair makeup artist referred to as Jane Roe in the suit. So now you can't put her name all on the paper, but you can put his name all on the papers and stuff like that. You can put him down. You can destroy his reputation, but we can't destroy Miss Jane Roe's reputation. I'm just saying there's a problem with this Me Too movement. There's not a man in America who is not safe from this kind of accusation. Now, you don't need proof. You know, it's like somebody said, it's like somebody asked you, when the last time you beat your wife? Well, I never beat her. Well, when did you stop? Well, I never did it. No, tell us when you stopped. You know, I mean, you can't beat a negative with a negative. So I'm just saying, it just amazes me that there ought to be a statute of limitations of people can bring these kind of sensational claims against people, and all because they happen to be known. Now, here's a story. This story's been out a little while now. A firefighter named Kiana Adams, an Alabama firefighter, last year she was fired after the department determined that her tattoo violates its policy. Now, everybody's wearing tattoos today. Now, her tattoo was actually on her back of her neck, which is cool. I have no problem. But let me tell you something. And they fired her. Let me tell you, wait a minute. That didn't stop her from doing her job. Now, if you want to walk around looking like an idiot, some people think you look like an idiot, but I got to tell you, if a firefighter came in and got me out of this, I wouldn't care if she was wearing the Joker mask on, if she came in there and she could do her job, okay? And it was on the back of her neck, so every time she walked away, if I was feeling pretty bad, I'd laugh at the she put a cartoon character on her neck. And with all these people wearing tattoos around here, I mean, why do you want to fire her? And she's young, she's a black female. Why do you want to fire her? Down in Mobile, matter of fact, Mobile Fire Department, it's at Maryville Station in Mobile. So I'm just saying, you know, this is crazy. Everybody's wearing tattoos now. Why are they firing this woman? Because she got a caricature of somebody on the back of her neck. So who cares? Can she help me get out the fire? That's what I want to know. Okay, I don't care nothing about what she's wearing. Good morning. Pretty good, pretty good. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm kind of befuddled a little bit about this second district. Um, and one of the reasons I'm befuddled, how and I've made contact with Colene's people, and they've yet to come over here to have they've been all over the state. Well, exactly. But again, if you're going to represent everyone, then you should go every. Well, no, no, they didn't. But you would think they would. But yeah, 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 but it always benefits because you can lose a race by one vote, or you can win a race by one vote. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, wait a minute. I disagree. You can lose a race by one vote. One vote. It's all it takes. You can't tell your opinion. Well, at least you think it is anyway. We'll be back. It's 9:32 in the morning. We'll be right back. But yeah, I'm not so crazy about this second district anyway. All you're gonna do is put all these black folks in one place and know where they are to ignore them. We'll be back.
with your smart homes. Former Secret Service agent, former NYPD officer, and a New York brings new energy and new insights to the biggest issues of the day. He's not afraid to tackle the toughest subjects and to dance the right. I'm here to say it. Listen. When it comes to my lifestyle and my diet, I don't always make choices. Hey, I got another round of more chips. But when it comes to taking care of my liver, I do make one very smart choice. Active liver tablets from New Nordic. I used to have real issues with my liver, and at my last checkup, my doc was concerned about my numbers. But since adding a once-a-day active liver tablet, my blood's better. The least I can do to say thanks is a daily dose. You ask a lot of your liver, so keep the support it needs with your liver. You can find Active Liver at Amazon.com, or for a volume discount, visit NewNordicUSA.com. Go to new, NORDICUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. New year, new you, New Nordic. If you or a loved one is suffering from mental health issues, call Integrated Behavioral Health. IBH's highly skilled team of trained psychiatrists and therapists can help you through the most difficult times of your life. IBH is now open at 1040 Longfield Court in Montgomery and accepting new patients. Don't let the stress of mental health issues drag you down. Call 855-422-1618. Integrated Behavioral Health. We can help. Call 855-422-1618. The fun is back. The Montgomery Bicycle Club invites you to hop on and ride in the 22nd annual Glasner Autumn Challenge. Saturday, October 19th. Start out with a delicious breakfast at Alabama State University. Then take your pick of 7 routes from closed concourse course or 5 to 100 miles around beautiful Montgomery County. Still time to register at mgmbikeclub.org. The Glasner Autumn Challenge. The fun is back.
For most of Alabama, ticks and mosquitoes are more abundant from late spring to early fall. If you spend time outdoors or have pets that go outside, you need to be aware of the diseases they can carry to help protect yourself and your family. Prevention is key in safeguarding against tick and mosquito-borne diseases. For more information and tips on how to protect you and your family from these pests, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov. Again, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
Join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And it's 9:37 on this holiday morning. Let me see who's else on the phone. Well, I guess people just not getting out of bed. Good morning. Not much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure. Be truthful. And, yeah, they want any politician, I think, to be truthful, and I think that's all they. Well, for 60 years, black folks been voting for the same party. No. Wait, no. Yeah, we are. Yeah, no. What they want is like the same opportunity everybody else has. Now, access access to capital. That's how you run business. Access to capital is what a lot of black folks don't have. Well, you control your money, but I mean, so listen. hmm Well, I can. I can. But I can do that. Yeah. Well, then, So what are the wait a minute? So what have the Democrats? What are the Democrats? What they need access to capital. There's nothing more important than that in America. Okay. Well then okay. Well, again, I'm not really complaining. Okay. All right. I got you. I hear you. Okay. Okay. I feel you. Whew. Good morning. Okay then. No, my credit score actually is pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't default on anything. Anyway, 860 Now don't make me just ban you. Okay. Don't make me just ban you because I don't like you that much anyway. So 9:40 in the morning. If you have a question or something like that. Although I did learn a valuable lesson about uh, co-signing for people because it's not necessarily a wise thing to do. Okay, I did learn that the hard way, and so we ain't going there no more. That's all. That's all. We're just not going there anymore. So let us take one more break. I went long on the first break, and we got to come back and we'll finish out this conversation this morning. And with the ignoramus guy that wants to call all the time and really say nothing. Now somebody did send me a text because minute says that they say I want to know what Samari Figures is going to do for white people. See how ridiculous that sounds? Yeah, that's but we still want to know. I think we treat people as people. But to say that and again just to be practical, to say that if you give a guy a 50-yard head start and I have to start on the 1 yard line, and even if we are going the same speed, I will never catch up. I'm just saying, so there have been some things done in the past that have slowed the progress of black folk. Okay, not reason. So there has been, and if you say there hasn't been any impediment, then you are lying if it's not any. But also, now let's look at the flip side. We can't undo what happened, but we can try to make it better in the ensuing future. We can try to do better. But to act as if there has not been any social and economic impediments for black folks in America, well, we just be lying to ourselves. But as white people, can we use that to quit? Can we use that to say, well, I'm not going to try. I've been voting for the same guy for 65 years, and I'm still in the same shape. I'm the same shape my father was in, my father's father was in, and now the one my mother was in. And so, although I'm not, I'm in a better shape than my parents were ever. But still, you got to put in the work. And you have to put in the work in order to be successful. Success is just not something that comes your way. It is something that you have to be willing to put in the work. And I will tell you this much. Regardless of America's past, regardless of what we think the future may hold, there is one incontrovertible fact that if you're out there doing the best you can, somebody will help you. Somebody will help you. Okay? Somebody said a 50-yard start, like 60 years of affirmative action. Well, Mr. Affirmative action didn't really help most black folks. I just told you, maybe one or two, but not most of us. Affirmative action would say that you can only charge like 3% interest on borrowed money. I'm all right with that. Just till we catch up. Here we go.
First alert weather forecast. Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440. The original fence get looked at the freedom to enjoy your yard and home without leashes or limitations. I think the original fence, 365, 2545. But the law, federal traffic That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Gianni King, the king of cleaning, has been for over 35 years. Cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. If your employees safe, healthy, and work this coming flu season to the Lord, it's going to help you with the Gianni King cleaning. A life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policy you had to put for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to help get moved and do it without it. 800-851-3220. The goal is intimately connected with your problems. If you're 50 or 60 years old and you lose with a good $1 million policy should only cost $100 to $200 per month. If you may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You don't even save enough money for life and a life when you lose $1 million policy. My big move. He's like you, except he's only you. Come to at 800-851-3220. That's 800-859-3220 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live. Call Big Lou at 800-851-3220. 800-859-3220. We invest in employees that impact you. He's a team. WSFA 12 News.
And don't forget the Walk of Life, Walk, Run, and Family Fun, October the 19th. That's this Saturday at the 5K and Riverfront Celebration, downtown Montgomery, Alabama. And come out and support the Joy of Life. Okay, to help those guys out. Okay, they're gonna have big pink house. They got the bubble house. They got trick or pink, foam pit party, music, food trucks, games, jugglers, whatever that is, hula hoop artists, glitter tattoo, and color me pink. So you might want to go out there this Saturday, get up early, and go out and watch those folks run, walk, whatever they do. I'll probably be the one that's walking. You know, I ain't too much into the running thing anymore. And then with the Walk of Life, that is this Saturday at the downtown Montgomery at the riverfront. Let me see who is here. It is 9:50 in the morning. Good morning. Yes. Yeah. I've heard. No, I don't. No. Mm-hmm. Well, when I speak, I'm talking about a modern times. I don't know. I've heard about that. As a matter of fact, there have been a number of towns in America that normally had a black population that are underwater now. So that's not the only one. Uh, uh, right. Sure. Sure they did. And there's nothing we can do about what they did. We can. I no. I didn't say that. Right. Let me let, let okay, I did I I did not say that. I said if you but let me ask you a question. One of the greatest stories of our time that it does not get enough credit. One of the greatest accomplishments of our time, at least since the 1940s into the 1960s, is the Tuskegee Airmen who put up with more crap than what any human being should have had to do. They was kept out. They wasn't supposed to be smart enough to fly an airplane. Yet and still, with all the impediments against them, they still. I didn't say that, but they've shown us that you got to put in the work. Yeah. Well, I didn't say. Well, wait a minute. There's a lot of. Okay. All right, appreciate it. Again, I thank the Tuskegee Airmen who did it was a miracle what they accomplished 40 miles up the road, 30 miles up the road, however far Tuskegee is. Thurgood Marshall went in front of a U.S. Supreme Court, bunch of white guys, no doubt little races in them, and won Brown versus Board of Education. in front of a white Supreme Court, and on the Supreme Court. You see, there are no guarantees. Life's not fair, but you do have to put in the work. And that means when you get hit, knocked down, which you will get knocked down, you have to get back up. So again, and it's happened to white people too, you know. Sometimes you got to. We make up 13% of the population of America, less than that now. So I don't expect us to have 25% of all the jobs. But again, you got to put in the work. You know, you got to stop going to school. I'm talking modern day. Stop going to school, taking up gender studies, okay, or public administration. You can't make no money doing that. Get a real job. Good morning. Yeah. Okay. 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 I won't ban him. I appreciate it. One more call. Good morning. Well, it just happened to have both black folks owning it, though, right? So why didn't yeah. I hear you, but it's okay. Well, life may have proved that, but any what somebody said, keep using the old days as an anchor around our neck, and I guess that's the reason why we're still killing each other and leading the pack in any. Well, again, you can only use the past. Again, I brought up the positive things. Thurgood Marshall, the Tuskegee Airmen, and other people. That we got a school named after a guy over here who I didn't know anything. I had never heard about him. Percy Julian, Dr. Percy Julian. Never heard about him. Didn't know anything about him. We got a college down here, one of the best colleges in America, Morehouse College, which I guess the population over there is predominantly black. We got Stillman, Spelman, and we got all these. So we never hear about that though. We just hear about what we can't do sometimes, and I just it's hard for me to buy that. You know, it's hard for me to buy that. Good morning. Yeah, I found out. Matter of fact, Jenkins told me about him. I had never heard of him until recently. Yeah, good guy, good guy, and was put down. They wouldn't give him a PhD from a white college back in the day. So I think he finally got it though. Good morning. Well, he didn't do that. Brahma didn't. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, he wanted. Wait a minute. He tried to turn our black men into girls. What he trying to do? That's what he was trying to do. Good morning. Yes. Right. Right. And I pray my time's up. But we can do that now. We got the internet. We can make our own books, our own YouTube. I mean, we can tell the world what we've done, what we can do. Nobody's ever going to tell your story better than you. What we got to do is keep writing the chapters. Okay. Don't let the books that have been written be the last word on it. Okay. Don't do that. We can still write more. We'll be back tomorrow. Good Lord said. Y'all have a good morning. Hey, thanks for this Indigenous Day show today. Y'all are gonna be here all alone, but I wouldn't. Appreciate that. We'll be back.
Monday. A jury is now in place in the trial set to begin Tuesday for American President and law enforcement officer. The jury was seated Friday in William Chase Johnson murder trial.
He's accused of shooting and killing young French Big John Williams 5 years ago. Johnson pleading not guilty. Opening statement set to begin tomorrow. This could impact the community this week in the Pike Road area where 50 roundabouts going in. Roundabouts will be installed in the area section of State Route 1.2 for highway planning and another on Railroad Road. After a decade of service, Montgomery's top prosecutor, Attorney Bill Bailey, is ready to retire. He began his time in the Montgomery County DA's office back in 1994 and served under DA Ellen Brooks. We expect to hear from him later this week. He stepped down. That's your news on this Monday. I'm Ted Davis, WSFA 12 News.
News Radio 1440 WLWIAM, the home of Sean Hannity, also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. 3 weeks until the election, and the presidential candidates are converging on battleground Pennsylvania. Our latest CBS News poll showing the race virtually tied across the country. CBS's Nydia Cavazos on Kamala Harris' plan.
Vice President Harris really focusing on courting specifically Black men. They tend to lag behind white voters when it comes to voter turnout. So the challenge here in the game for Harris is to make sure that Black men and the
As for the president,
Trump will be in a fairly